Then
Won't you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
What was that, Drew?
I said after football season this time, I'm gonna lock in. But I almost won the fantasy league last year. I lost by like 10.
Almost.
Didn't you win, Joey?
Let's talk about some almost.
Bro, Joey, didn't you win last year?
For fantasy basketball, yeah.
Yeah, I lost that league by like 10 points, man. And I don't even be I don't watch, you know. But like
you definitely don't.
Y'all need. I don't
You
need the head
definitely
start
don't.
that y'all
And
need.
I was not playing in that league. So
I
it's
give
just
y'all
like
a head start.
it's weird. Like you were playing against Ernesto Alvarez. Like
this is how much grace I'm giving y'all. But you are last in the league, Morgan. I'm giving y'all.
I didn't play in the league. Like I never. Oh God, I did not manage a lineup in that league. On everything, I did not manage a lineup in that league. Like
Yep.
Like bro was playing head with Ernesto Alvarez. You know.
Yeah, there are no ball knowers.
There are no knowers in that game, like in that league. You
Morgan, you got to lock in, bro. Your team is kind of stacked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you did beat me this week somehow.
I don't know who's on that team. I don't even know why I'm in that league. Like I've never paid dues. Like I don't. It's like an AI in there. It's like playing the CPU. But anywho, though, you know, we are getting to the fantasy football championship. You know what I'm saying? Julian and I didn't make it, but it's all right though. We got representation. Young Miles is in there versus Rohan. So we'll see who's gonna take that chip. You know, definitely a very a sickening way to go through these playoffs, but been a struggle all year. So it really is what it is. And we'll see who wins that final. But that's A5 Pod, man. How y'all feeling tonight?
Straight.
Feel good, man.
So take the beanie off, bro. I'm sick of looking at you.
I like
bro, what's up with this dude, man? Chicago ain't done that. When the last time Chicago did anything as a city like?
Beat your Hawks on Sunday. Beat your Hawks on Sunday.
Beat the Hawks on Sunday in December. What'd he do? We're gonna see y'all tonight. So keep that energy. No, keep that energy. We see that. We gonna see him tonight.
They're gonna beat him again tonight.
We have to pump the brakes. December basketball doesn't matter now.
Like, you see how he just leaped to a conclusion? He just leaped to a conclusion.
Come on.
Like, it is one basketball game. We'll see him again. We just had to keep that same energy that we have. Like, come on now. Like, we're talking about one game first 82 of them. Let's be serious.
I agree.
Nah, you don't. Anywho.
We need the first 25 clip.
Speaking of the NBA, though, it is reported, breaking news, that Benjamin Simmons is changing his pro sport career to professional fishing. Okay. So I just wanted to get the reactions from you guys from this news. Like, you know, how did you feel about the change? Just any thoughts?
Bro, if this was 2019, I would think that was AI, bro. Like, this is crazy. Such a turnaround, bro.
That's not AI? That picture is not AI?
Nah, the cutout is not AI. The background is AI.
Okay, I thought the picture was AI. Dang, that's crazy. So he's really going pro for real.
Yeah, he's going pro bass fishing, I believe. Something like that. Professional.
Shout out to him, man. He's really doing what makes him happy. He probably didn't really look. Actually, let me not speak for him. But there was rumors that he didn't love the game. And you know, that's where all the injuries came from. But even if he did, it's cool to see him get into something else, you know, because he did have so many back injuries, which is pretty debilitating. So I'm happy for him. Shout out to Ian and the Sixers fans for trusting the process. That junk failed miserably.
I mean, the process isn't over.
Oh gosh. Oh my god.
What you mean? Like,
nah, but let me say that was gonna be my take, similar to Julian. I'm actually very proud of Ben Simmons because Drew didn't want to say it, but I mean, we all know he doesn't actually love the game of basketball. Like that's fine. Like you see a lot of guys, a lot of athletes that get ushered into sports that, I mean, the man is 6'10", and built pause. Like, he had to like that was the way to get millions upon millions. He did that, realized that wasn't for him. So he's transitioning into something that I believe he likes better. And I just also give him props because the trolls of the internet, like it's not like he went into accounting or something like that. Like he could have just rolled off.
That's crazy.
Nah, I'm just saying he could have just rolled off into the sunset pause. But like when you go to another professional sport, even if it's something we know nothing about, like fishing, like you're gonna make headlines. So he obviously doesn't care about that noise. Looking forward to seeing what he does in his next career.
My occupation's really taking a stray right there, Morgan. Thank you. Accounting's really catching a stray out here, but I just can't believe that instead of rejoining Ian's Sixers, he wants to go spend the rest of his career fishing, man. So was he teammates with Paul George while he had that stint on the Clippers, or no? Was he?
He was. I believe so.
They were for sure.
I believe so.
I was gonna say he's been spending too much time on the SS Aspiration, catching some fishes.
God. At the SS Aspiration, yeah. I mean, this is your boy. Like,
yeah, man, it's just sad to see, bro. Like, I wish it could have been. Like, he had the potential, man. He always did. He just never wanted to get better. But it was sad to see. Him and Joel could have been something special. I mean, such a monster, bro. Like it was just his physique. Like he didn't even have to do anything, bro. He was just special.
And that's a FIN Simmons, but let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So, college football playoff has some games come in for real. So let's all take a step back and allow Julian to get his quick lap in here. So.
Yep. I'm good.
Congrats. It was a good game from the defense.
Huh?
Definitely from the defense.
MR Fletcher.
It was. It was a special game by the defense. Fletcher, really just a physical domination of an opponent in their home arena. This for me, it really warms my heart because that's what football is about. I'm talking smash mouth football in someone else's building to take their soul. And then we waved him bye-bye on the game-winning interception. That's a true freshman. Look. But you see what's so special about this? We've seen the transformation of a program, of a prideful program, right? A historic program that was in the dumpster. This was in the dumpster a few years ago. When I came to the school, no, shout out to Cristobal. When I came to the school, the Canes, bro, the state of the football program was literally a joke. We're losing to Middle Tennessee. We lost to FIU. We had 3 different starting quarterbacks in a year. Tate Martell was our quarterback. Then he went to wide receiver. It was crazy, right? And we see just 4 years later, after Cristobal has come, we're now winning playoff games on the road in front of 100,000. That's a special turnaround. That's special. And it says a lot about the culture of your team. You saw on that goal line stand, a transfer player, not someone who's grown in the program, a transfer player, right? Monterey risked his body, his life, his brain. I mean, he flailed himself at a man to knock him out.
He did.
That is what football's about, bro. He knocked him out on the goal line. He doesn't make that play, we may lose. He knocked him out and knocked himself out in the same play, showing that he loves the Canes, bro. He just got here. He got here less than a year ago. You feel me? Like that special, bro. That really warmed my heart. The game really warmed my heart to just see a dominating effort from the Canes in someone else's building with major stakes. It was special. So I'm blessed, man. I'm so lit, man. And you know what's funny? You see the bottom of the bracket. You see who's next. And I leaned in for a reason. because I'm talking to our friend Austin here. He's been texting my phone. I've been texting him back, letting them know I want him to go to Dallas. My flight is booked. I'll be there. Live in the flesh, New Year's Eve. Austin, I'm calling you out. I want you to come. Show up, boy. I want you in the building next to me. I want you in the building. The Canes are a underdog. I've already put my money where my mouth is. Just know that. Hey, know that. Y'all boys strap in New Year's Eve. Cancel your plans. Cancel your plans. Save them for later. Strap in.
Definitely very interested there. What I said about, definitely shout out to Miami. What they've been able to do. Michael Irvin's the best thing to come out of that out of that program, but all those memes, all the gifts that we've seen, But nah, definitely a very, very boring game for somebody that's not in touch with the defense like that. Definitely a football game, but Canes got it done here. But Julian, just tell us the landscape from here on out. I mean, we see this second round, a lot of good programs, a lot of good schools.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of excitement here when talking about this playoff. I think this is really when the playoff gets good. I mean, because you've kind of weeded out a few of the teams who shouldn't be, not necessarily shouldn't be there, but they don't have a
they
chance to
shouldn't be.
win.
They shouldn't have been there.
That's fair enough. They don't have a chance to win, I'll say. So you got rid of a JMU and a Tulane. I don't think Oklahoma was a good team. You got rid of them now. Texas A&M, they got beat. They're gone. So obviously we have 8 teams left, and you see at the top, Oregon is there with Texas Tech. Intriguing matchup. Oregon, their first time in the playoff last year, got blown out by Ohio State. Blown. I think got a 40-piece. First round, they were the number 1 seed. Completely doors blown off them within the first 25 minutes of that game. It was over. Then you have Texas Tech. It's their first year in the playoff. They are a team who's almost fully built out of the transfer portal this season, right? So there was a lot of questions surrounding that. Can you build a team like that? What does that do to team cohesion and things of that nature? But it seems to be working out for them. They've lost 1 game, and it was when their quarterback didn't play. Honestly, if I'm going to call it now, I actually like Texas Tech. They do play in the Big 12, which is weaker per se, but I like the team. I like their defensive line a lot. I like their defense total, and I don't like Oregon's. I don't think they're that physical of a team. This could age poorly, but right now I like Texas Tech. And then right under that, probably the weirdest matchup, because a few years ago we would never guess this. Alabama, obviously, they are a perennial monster program in college football. We've seen this for our whole lives. But Indiana it's not a football school, it's a basketball school. To see them in 2 years, also a crazy turnaround. Signetti, the coach, he came from JMU actually. He turned that program into an immediate playoff team and then backed it up with the number 1 team in the country the year after that, that's insane to be that garbage of a program to go to that 2 years in a row. I like Indiana. I don't think Alabama's a complete football team. I don't think that they have a puncher's chance because they have NFL players on their team, right? They have an NFL quarterback and probably 3 NFL wide receivers. So that gives you a chance. But that team can't run the football, which makes life hard on your quarterback, makes life hard as a team. Their defense is it's solid, but I don't think it's enough. And I think Indiana is just a really complete team. So that's where I just lean towards them. If you're just talking about athletes, like body types, like of course, you'll probably go Bama. But to me, a team who can't run the football, they can't rush the passer or pass protect, you're not making it that far. Even if they win this game, I think their time is going to be short-lived. So I like Indiana. I don't know if y'all have watched. If y'all have any thoughts on that, you can jump in. But
I mean, you touched on it. Pause. Talking about athletes, like Alabama plays in a conference where athletes play. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of guys over there that have done this before, seen the limelight. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't remember Indiana, doing these types of things.
no,
So when those lights start to come on, right? We definitely we separate dogs from puppies. Like we tend to do so. Now, I don't know who Indiana has their complete team. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I've watched them play this year. I've watched Bama, seen the ups and downs. You know what I mean? So I just have to stick with what I know. If I were, a picker of any sort there, right? I definitely would have to stick to what I know.
If you're confident in it, hit up Hard Rock betting app. I know you live in Florida. You'll get a lot of money if they win. I think they're probably a 7-point dog, 8-point, which is wild to say Bama's 8-point dog. But I just don't like that team. I don't like the team.
Wouldn't be me. Now the team is, we've seen better teams, it goes without saying, but history tends to repeat itself there. This Georgia Ole Miss.
That's a big one.
It is. I know Bulldog fans, of course, even out in Florida. So, I'm going to go with the G. Definitely going with
Georgia?
The G. Ian? Yeah, for sure.
What do you think, Ian? Do you know?
I'm not even knowing enough. Like, I don't know
anything. Nothing.
I heard Gunnar Stockton was tough though.
He's a good player. I was always high on Gunnar Stockton. I thought he was going to win their first national championship, like when he was a recruit, because I didn't think they were going to win with Stetson Bennett, but that team was just like too good. But this game is intriguing to me because they already played it this year at Georgia. This one obviously won't be at Georgia, so it kind of swings the balance a little bit in Ole Miss's favor. But then Ole Miss doesn't have their coach, so it swings it back, right? So where do you go from here? What do we expect from Ole Miss's offense? The way the game played out, just so y'all know, Ole Miss and Georgia traded blows that day. I mean, it was just offense. No one could get a stop through the first 50. I don't think the first 50 minutes of the game, no one punted. No one, right? Texas A&M, excuse me. Ole Miss had them on the ropes. They were up 1, if not 2 scores, if I'm not mistaken, in the fourth quarter, and their quarterback pissed down his leg. It was his first road start in the SEC. I'll be honest. He had guys wide open. He's missing them. It was rough. It was a rough ending. You could see like how he reacted to the Georgia crowd in that moment. You could see the pressure get to him.
The stadium post?
Huh?
It was the stadium post that got to him?
I think so. It might have been a little bit too much. So he definitely floated, and Georgia ended up winning with a career day from Gunnar Stockton. So I'm interested to see, because I think their quarterback has gotten a lot better. Like Ole Miss's quarterback Chambliss, he's nice. Y'all should tune into this one. These are 2 good teams, right? He is really good, and I think that he obviously just through experience will respond better in this moment. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna pick Ole Miss. I gotta think on this one more. It's too early to tell for me. But I do think that he will play well enough for them to win. And I'm interested to see how it goes. Georgia fans are telling me they're the best team in the country because they think they've gotten much better. I don't agree. I don't think that they have, honestly. I think that they're playing lesser teams. And even in some of the games after this, like the Florida game, flaws showed up. Georgia Tech game, flaws showed up, right? Like they could have lost all these games. They happen to win all of them. And that's a sign of a good coach, good team, right? But I'm not going to say they're invincible. I think they're very vulnerable. And you know me, I hope that they win just because what we're setting up for in the next round, right? I hope that they win.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm very serious. I hope that.
I was going to say you were straddling the fence, but no. You're downright delusional. Like, that's different.
Delusional about what?
Man, if Georgia sees Miami, you already know what's happening. Like, you gotta be serious. I mean, you know what? Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack, because y'all do have to go through Ohio State.
Yeah.
Right. If y'all find a way to go through Ohio State, then maybe y'all is something that I don't know. But like,
let me get to the game. Get to the game real quick, and I'll explain to you why I think what I think from a non-biased standpoint. Okay. This is me outlining the game, non-biased.
Non-biased, okay.
I'm real. Look, so when we talk about football, I say this to y'all a lot of the time. I say this to others. Anyone who knows me knows what I value in football. I value the line of scrimmage, right? This is how you're going to win football games. If your offensive and defensive line are dominant and can control a game, you can beat anyone and you have a good chance versus anyone. When I look at the teams left, I look at Miami. I'm not being biased. Y'all may think I am because I graduated from there. We have the best offensive line in the country, at least pass blocking wise. Run blocking is still very strong, and the best defensive line. No debate, no doubt about it. Ruben Bain, All-American. Mesidor, All-American. 3 defensive tackles who are dogs, right? Like it's a dominant front. Look up a draft board if you don't believe me, right? I think that the Canes are going to beat Ohio State because I think their quarterback, Julian Sayin, is good, but he's a freshman, right? This will be his first playoff game. We already saw him in his first game, his first postseason game, right? Versus Indiana. They lost to Indiana, and they scored 10 points, if I'm not mistaken. They lost to them. Neutral site venue, no bad weather, no nothing. No excuses. Straight up, Indiana came to Lucas Oil Stadium and beat them. The ways that Ohio State can win this game, I don't think they're going to run the ball in Miami, which means it's now on Julian Sayin to control it, right? He's got to throw to win. I think so. It could play out completely different, obviously. If Julian Sayin can get the ball out of his hands quickly and they have success with run after the catch, I think that they have a chance to win. But I think that it's going to have to be a Herculean effort from guys like Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, who are monsters. Both are going first round wide receivers. If they don't go for 250 yards,
oh my God,
I don't think that they're going to win the game. I'm talking about combined as a passing game. I'm saying
that's fair.
If they don't go for that minute, I don't think they're going to have success running the ball, honestly.
But they're so elite, though. Why wouldn't they? They're so elite.
They absolutely could. Our defense is also elite, though. That's what I'm saying. And you got to think, if you can't run the ball on us, you're now playing in 3rd and long, and now you're playing versus the best defensive line in 3rd and long. That's not a good situation. It's just not. It's not.
I mean, I feel like most coaches know not to put their teams in that situation. Like
no, of course you do. That's not going to be ideal. I'm saying I don't think that they can run the ball in Miami. I don't think that's going to happen.
They won't have to, bro. Y'all already proved y'all can't put points up when it matters. So if the defense isn't getting takeaways, no, excuse me. Now, if your defense is, if your elite defense is not getting takeaways, right? If there are not 2 turnovers by the University of Miami Hurricanes, right? Y'all are losing that game. You understand that, though, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know that. Number one, look, this offense that we're playing is not the Ohio State from last year who scored 40 points in the playoffs, right? They score 40 points, 30 points every time. This Ohio State team is a slower team. They play slow. They try to run the ball and run play action. It's what they do. I don't know if they're going to switch it up. Maybe they do. Maybe they come out spread, and this is a completely different team because they have the guys to do it. They don't play like that, though.
Straddle it.
I'm just being honest. They have 2 first-round wide receivers and an All-American tight end. They have the guys to play, but they don't do it. I don't know why they don't. Maybe they're not confident. Their quarterback's a freshman. I don't know. Look, if you cannot run the ball in football, you have to throw to win. Having to throw to win with a freshman quarterback and 2 dominant edges is not a recipe for success in football. Can he could have a legendary day and they can win. Or he could have a fairly pedestrian day. He could be pressured, force a pass. You're talking about turnovers. All these things can happen. He's done it every time he's played a good team. Every time. Michigan, they did it. Indiana, he did it. He got sacked 5 times versus Indiana. I just want to know, are they going to hold up in pass protection? We will see.
All right, I just want to know too. Like, you're talking about everybody except your offense.
Oh God,
everything except your offense. Like the elite defense, what they can and can't do, what their freshman has to do, and cannot. Like,
y'all have to remember,
you're talking about everything but your offense.
Same as fighting, same as a combat sport, right? Styles make fights.
Oh my God!
No, this is football. Styles make fights in the football, right? So the way Ohio State plays, I think, fits very well into how we're going to play. I don't think that we have to score 30 points to win this game. I don't think so. Right?
It's got to be more than 10.
Wait, does it? Why? I'm asking you why.
I mean, did Texas A&M have any players like Jeremiah Smith?
I mean, he's the best player in probably all of football.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
But they have Concepcion is going first round, and Mario Craver, he's coming back. He's a sophomore, I think, but he's a dog. Like they both had two dominant receivers.
Yeah, but they didn't have a quarterback to give it to him, bro. We all watched the game, bro. We all
I don't know. Look, no. But look, also, I'll be honest. The wind and the conditions in that game were a factor for both.
I was about to say, yeah.
For both teams. So their quarterback, I think he probably was effective throwing the ball by the wind. Same with our quarterback. Like you saw the pass, the deep ball. Of course he was.
No,
did you see the deep go route?
Bro, there were some passes that were just flat out terrible.
I agree.
And decisions that were just insane. That could have lost you the game.
No, I don't agree with that. I thought he played pretty good. I didn't think that he put the ball in harm's way. Maybe one time the whole game.
I mean,
one time that they touched the ball.
There were a lot of off-target throws, though.
Like I said, I think the wind was a huge factor. That's why we didn't throw the ball and didn't throw it down the field. The one time we did throw it down the field, the ball is sailing, and it literally, you can go look at the play. You see the wind catch the ball and take it out of bounds.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like and it was a touchdown ball, right? This is not that. Carson Beck, I don't expect for him to have a horrible game. Number one, because he's completed 75% of his passes this year. It's not like he's been inefficient. That's not true, right? The offense and the passing game has been very efficient. So, look, the ways Miami can win, like y'all said, we got to run the ball. That's one. Will we be able to? I don't know. They have a very stout defensive line as well, especially run stopping. They've got 2 first-round linebackers and a first-round defensive lineman. That's a challenge. And a safety. That's a huge challenge. Can we run the ball? If we can, I think we have a very good chance. If they put another guy in the box to stop the run, that would be a game. That would be a Carson Beck game. I don't know where. It depends where you stand. Like, can he win? Can he not? I think with the playmakers that we have on the outside, I think that we have a good chance if they add a guy to the box. That I don't think that will bode well for them. I think CJ Daniels.
We shall see.
We will. Remember this. Number 7, CJ Daniels. If he's one-on-one, you'll see. 0 has played better. Keelan Marion, he's more of like a speed guy, but he's been steady. And obviously, y'all know the freshman Tony. We'll see, man. Like they gotta line it up and play. But all of this like talk like y'all are saying we're gonna definitely lose. I don't understand that when the game is won.
Wait a minute.
No. Because I know that you think that because of how you said or how you addressed me when I talked about facing off versus Georgia. Right,
man, you got to take it 1 week at a time. Pause.
No.
We're not just going to start over Ohio State University. Like, it's not what we're going to do.
This is a better team than Georgia is my point. That's what I'm saying. This is a better team than Georgia. So, when I'm just talking about football, unbiased, if you can't win on the line of scrimmage, I don't know how much success you're going to have. Receivers could have a legacy day, very much capable of it. If they don't, I think the Canes will win. Limit explosives.
That's fair.
It's like fine, man. We got Joey over here. Like, we get to the next slide, man. All that diatribe and nonsense. Like, there's only one thing I agree with is line it up and play. I'll be tuned in if I'm
gotta learn ball. College football is the greatest sport on earth. Y'all gotta learn it, bro. It's special.
I mean, no, but anywho. Like, we can keep it it's not, but we can keep it pushing though. Like, we'll get into some more football. I don't really have too much here, but week 17, we've had some teams clinch. I put a few up there. You know, of course, we got the Hawks, the Seahawks, Chicago Bears, Hurts and the Eagles, right? 49ers, Rams, Bo Nix, and the Denver Broncos. That's just a few. There's a couple more. You know, what do y'all think of the landscape? You think we're going to have a good playoff going forward? Some interesting storylines to follow, that sort of thing? Like, what y'all interested in?
You go, Ian, or somebody else.
You want to go, John?
Oh, jeez. All right. First of all, I'm going to give
the Chicago stuff on right now. Like,
yeah, I was watching that game on Saturday night. I was coaching right before that. Decided to stick around because they got the game playing in the conference room. Me and some of my other buddies were watching it, and that game, oof, that last DJ Moore touchdown, I damn near lost it. That
I was
was
just crying in the stands.
no, like it was a great game. I really enjoyed it. It sucked that Josh Jacobs only got me 4 fantasy points. And it sucked because Puka also got like 50 points. I played him in 2 of my leagues, and that sucked. That was not a fun experience. So now I've got some ground to make up in one of them, and I'm playing to get my money back in my work league. So we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with this.
You think the Bears have a chance to win the Super Bowl?
Not really. I think it's just like I think they're good. I think their defense is good. And their offense, with Ben Johnson calling the shots, it's looked very good. But I just don't know if they have the experience compared to some of these other teams.
I feel like if y'all get the 2 seed though, like goes through Chicago, like I don't think a lot of teams can play up there. Like if y'all ever come against the Rams, like I don't know if they're going up there in the cold. Sam Darnold, like
they came to y'all in the snowstorm last year and they lost by what, 5 yards? 2 yards?
But it wasn't really that close of a game. Like they only were that close because Puka made some incredible catches, bro. Like I'm not knowing.
He plays for the team.
I know, but it was really an out, bro. It was not supposed to happen, bro. The way that game went, it should not have come that close.
They added Devontae Adams though.
Is he gonna be there? I don't know.
It's a hamstring. I don't think he's gonna play this week, but he should be fine.
Never know. I'm just saying. I think the Bears have a lot of advantages if they are playing at home against a lot of these teams.
Fair enough.
Shout out to the Bears. Definitely shout out to the Bears.
I think Bears. Bears can go to the Super Bowl. Honestly, just because, like I was just talking about, offensive line is good. It's really good. So that can carry you through a playoff run, as long as your quarterback doesn't turn the ball over. So we'll see.
I think we need Rome healthy too.
For sure. That will, yeah. If you get Rome back and your tight ends are getting a little better, I think y'all are a good team. And Manunga's coming on. You should give him the ball more, in my opinion. I don't know why he doesn't get the ball 15 times a game, but
one of my good buddies who's also a Bears fan, his fiance was like kind of watching the Bears with him, and the only reason she knew Manungai, she just called him my guy.
My guy.
And I thought that was hilarious, and I've been calling Manungai my guy ever since. So.
It needs to be your guy in Chicago, bro. That Swift stuff is cute, but I'll go Manungai. Honestly.
I think Swift has looked better though. Like before in the beginning of the season, I hated watching him, and I'm on record saying this on the pod that I did not like watching him just because he just rams into people, and he just like is not being able to find a hole. Pause. But I feel like now he's a little patient with it, and he's actually taking some time, letting it like kind of formulate and really attacking that weak spot. So
he's a weapon, bro. Like Julian be hating on him because like he can't find holes, which is kind of true.
It's not that I don't think he's a good player. He's talented, but I think that he's more of a change of pace back rather than a lead back.
Yeah.
If you make Manunga the lead back and then Swift can be your change of pace, I think that works out really well.
Probably, yeah.
I just feel like Manunga as of recently has just been a lot more efficient.
Yeah, he's a really good runner.
Yeah,
he's an explosive runner too.
That's fair.
He's good. He's really good in college, honestly. But yeah, I like the Bears honestly, and the NFC is random this year. The Seahawks are good, but they have a questionable quarterback. I don't know if he can win. I have no clue if he can win in the playoffs. The team I would trust the most is just Matthew Stafford. This is the one with Matthew Stafford. I think he's the best quarterback. So
how do you trust him more than Hurts?
He's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts, bro.
But in the playoffs?
Yes, he's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts in the playoffs.
Here we go.
The Super Bowl, bro? You know the Super Bowl.
Right? He won a Super Bowl too.
Yeah, but he also had the best team of all time. He had Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller.
I don't even know if that team wasn't even better than y'all seen last year.
It was. They had Hall of Famer Von Miller, Hall of Famer Aaron Donald. That's the best D-tackle of all time.
No, they had Cooper. The only one in their prime was Aaron Donald.
Bro, it doesn't take much, bro. It doesn't.
The only one in their prime was Aaron Donald on the team.
Von Miller won Super Bowl MVP that year, bro. He literally
a one-game MVP award.
Bro,
That's a one-game award. Von Miller was in his prime. He was in his prime.
He literally won a Super Bowl a couple years before that, didn't he?
A couple years, bro. We were in like middle school. We were in like middle school or lower school when Von Miller won a Super Bowl with the Broncos.
He was still going crazy, is what I'm saying, though.
He's a great player. I'm just saying they weren't. It's not like they had prime Ramsey, Von Miller, and Aaron Donald. That's not the case.
Bro, this was 5 years ago, bro.
I'm aware. Ramsey was still nice, yes. Von Miller was still a good player, yes, but they were not. It was not themselves in their primes. It was not like that, bro. Come on.
Bro, all I'm trying to say is this is weird how we like to say Jalen Hurts has a super team, but Matthew Stafford had a super team too. So I don't understand how you trust Matthew Stafford more.
Because he's a better quarterback. That's why I trust him more. He's better at football. He's better at football.
All right,
that's
bro.
why.
That's your opinion. You can have it.
You're ridiculous.
In the playoffs, I think Jalen Hurts is probably the best player in the NFC as a quarterback in the playoffs. He has been over the last 5 years. Name someone better.
Matthew Stafford.
How? He hasn't been to he's been to one Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has been to two.
Your team is better. Your organization is better. They sold out for that Super Bowl. Rams sold out for that Super Bowl.
That's fine, but they also have Sean McVay, who is one of the best offensive minds. Jalen Hurts has had 5 offensive coordinators over the last 5 years, bro. Let's not act like
time to hate on Jalen. That's not what I'm trying to do. He's not as good as football as Matthew Stafford. He's just not as good of a player. He's not.
That could be your opinion. That's fine.
It's just the truth.
It's what you want. I mean, I don't know. Jalen Hurts does what you want.
That's cute, bro. He's not as good as football.
Man, it gets you wins.
For sure. For sure. This is not hate. It's levels, though.
I just don't understand how you trust someone who gets less wins than the other person. And who plays about the same. They play about the same.
No, they don't. Football's a team game.
If you don't think Jalen Hurts plays as good as Stafford in the playoffs, you just haven't been watching the Super Bowls or the NFC Championship.
You're cherry picking though, because you're talking about Super Bowls, right? He played very well, out of his mind in Super Bowls. That's not a Jalen Hurts regular game. Those are not Jalen Hurts regular games. Don't do it. Those are regular games.
Playoffs, bro. Obviously, throughout the year he's inconsistent. But in the playoffs,
he threw for less than 100 yards in the playoffs last year, and y'all won.
So did Josh Allen.
That's fine. I'm just saying you're acting like that's a regular occurrence for him to throw for 300 yards. That's not true.
I never said that. I said he plays well. He can throw for 250, go for 70 rushing yards. He's done that multiple times. How do you see that and not trust him as much as Stafford?
You're putting words in my mouth. Oh, you said as much as Stafford? I don't. The reason I don't is I've made it very simple for you. He's not as good at football as Matthew Stafford. He's not as good of a quarterback as Matthew Stafford.
The playoff tape actually doesn't show that. It doesn't.
Hey, bro. Oh, okay. Let's simmer down for a second. Let's simmer down for a second. Ian, do you have a chance of winning a Super Bowl this year?
I think our defense is good enough. I think our offense can pick up the pace. Like I think our offensive coordinator is actually getting used to our players. Jalen Hurts is being a runner more. I think that's really going to play a huge part, especially in our run game. Like Saquon's getting 100-yard games now that Jalen Hurts is involved. So it just opens up the playbook.
All right, listen, with the alphabet soup for real, because like I got a game to watch at 7.
All right, bro. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you.
I asked you a yes or no question. And you went into the whole diatribe.
Yes, bro. Yes, we have a chance. We have the team. We have the talent.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's literally all I wanted to know. That's it. Now, if I had to, choose a team, since both of my teams are not going to be in the playoffs, like, you heard it here first on podcast, like they will not be in these playoffs.
I like this.
Oh, of course. No, definitely. We have to win 2 games. Why would we do that?
I thought you had to just beat the Panthers once. You have to win both.
I don't know. Actually.
Yeah, they got to win too.
Both.
We have to win too because
you guys lost this week, right?
You lost to the Panthers. You lost to the Saints. You lost to the Falcons. I strongly believe without looking at it in front of me. Like, you have to win 2 games. You have to go to Miami and beat them. You can say, what you want, like, but again, we lost to the Saints. So it's just like, you don't really know what type of team. You don't know what ways you find to lose. Like, you really don't know. You have to
They're
go
about to
beat
play Quinn
Miami.
Ewers at quarterback, bro.
Bro, we had to what's his name for the Saints? Shiloh?
Tyler
What's his
Shuck.
name?
Tyler Shuck.
Who?
Shuck.
Duh. Hey, Shaw and Kirk Cousins.
Now he's nice though. I'm not gonna lie, he's nice.
Who's nice?
Tyler Shuck. I told y'all when he came out of the draft. I told y'all.
No, you didn't.
I swear to
God. Oh my God. Julian, it's the football Saints, bro.
The Saints are not a good team. I'm just saying he's actually okay. Like, he's not a terrible
He's
player.
the commander of the football Saints.
For sure. Yes.
I'm not even gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not even gonna do this with you. Any guy you mention, oh yeah, y'all got the podcast tape. Like, just go back and watch it.
No.
I told y'all about that boy. Like,
We probably didn't even talk about it on the podcast, but we talked about it off the podcast.
It was not we, bro. You was talking to yourself.
It probably wasn't. It was like
the voices in
Austin.
your head.
It was like Austin, Noah, and then.
Anywho, I say all that to say, if I had to, choose a team that I'm just going to be rooting for, it's going to be the Seahawks team. Jigba and them boys, Sammy D. You know what I mean? Like, I just like the squad composition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here and telling y'all that they're better than, some of these other guys. But, I definitely like what they've done this year. It's been some entertaining football on both sides. So just want to see what they can how they could put it together and, what they do in this playoff. Because Seahawks another one of those teams that had to turn it around for real. Pause. So just interested in that squad and their talent and want to see what they do. I'm surprised none of y'all shouted out the Broncos here. I know Julian doesn't believe in them for real, but you're very adamant on tape, that this would happen for them. Like, so.
I thought they would go. I thought they would go to the playoffs, but I don't think they have a chance to win the Super Bowl.
Bro, there's no Mahomes this year. No Lamar.
I don't care.
No Burrow.
I don't care. There's Bo Nix though.
There's also Lawrence and Justin Herbert.
Those guys are playing better. Both of them.
We know the playoff comes. We know what happens.
Do we know what happens when Bo Nix goes to the playoffs? Then what is he? He lost the game.
Not at all.
But he has a better defense, though. I think that will save him.
Barely. They just got blown out at home by the Jaguars. We should shout out the Jaguars. They're not on here. They blew out the Broncos at home. 2-score game. It was 14 or 17 points. Something bad.
Yeah, it was a blowout.
To clinch playoffs. Their Jags are in the playoffs now. Trevor Lawrence has been hooping for the last, I think,
2 weeks.
More than 2. A few weeks. Like almost a month and a half now. He's been hooping. So,
yep, riding the bench of my fantasy league for Baker Mayfield.
Definitely so. So.
Anywho, but this is what makes the playoffs interesting here. That's why I put the slide on, though. I believe there's going to be a new winner of the Super Bowl. Like, there's going to be a guy that we haven't seen, either in a long time, in many years, or period. So there's going to be a new guy in there. So we'll have to tune in and see what happens. But
real quick.
Oh, come on, bro. What?
Real quick.
What?
I do want to double down on Broncos fool's gold and Patriots fool's gold. Both are fool's gold. Both are fool's gold.
It's so stupid, bro.
I'm just saying.
Those are the best teams, bro. Like, it doesn't matter about quarterbacks at this point, bro. The quarterbacks are not good in the playoffs. None of them are.
Nice. Drake May's nice. I'm just saying, fool's gold. Patriots are a year early. Next year, they're going to be serious. Like, that's a real contender next year. This year, no. And Broncos, absolutely not. Wildly erratic quarterback play, hell no. I've been making a lot of money on that one. Hey, that's a money maker.
Wildly erratic quarterback play. Yeah, interesting. Nah, shout out to Drake, man, them too. Shout out to Drake, man.
Shout out him.
Yeah, just real quick. Just real extremely quick. Extremely quick. We had the New York Knicks win the NBA Cup. I know Julian doesn't know what that is, but the NBA Fly Emirates Cup, you know what I mean? It's a mid-season tournament that's played, for a purse for an entire team of the NBA. You also get a trophy. You also get a banner. The Knicks won, right? So the Knicks ended up beating out Joey, help me. Who they play in the
Spurs.
championship here? That was that
Spurs.
that sure was the Spurs. They ended up beating the Spurs in the championship. Spurs beat out OKC and got there, right? There's been a lot of talk surrounding this Knicks team, right? Coming into the season, the media, as New York media does, they proclaim that they would be the contenders to come out of the East here. Right. I've spoken with Ian before. I've spoken with Joey. I've spoken with Sultan as well, who's missing the pot. I just want to know, like, is that going to be true? Like, do we have the Knicks, the New York Knicks, basketball Knicks, favored to come out of the Eastern Conference and reach the finals for the first time since? I don't know. Like, many lifetimes ago. Okay. Do we believe that it's presently constructed?
I think they definitely have the players. I think Mike Brown has really brought the best out of this whole roster. I don't think this is the same Knicks as last year as far as just the over-reliance on Jalen Brunson. I think this is a lot more team basketball and just getting the best out of your other guys. I don't think the Brunson-less minutes are as much of a concern anymore. I think they're starting to get somewhere with Mikal. OG Anunoby is having one of the best years of his career right now. Josh Hart's come back healthy. They've got some really nice contributions off the bench by McBride, Jordan Clarkson. It's a little disappointing coming from Yabusele, but I think he'll kind of come around a little bit. But Porty's been kind of interesting. I low-key kind of like the minutes that he's given. Same with Tyler Kolek. I think it's really fun watching Tyler Kolek play. He just causes a lot of mayhem whenever he's in. It's just really enjoyable. But I think you're starting to get some real value of all the guys in this team instead of just being super top heavy, exhausting your starters for like 42 minutes a game. So, I really like this team. So.
In my opinion, I just think it comes down to like their second best player, and I think like Cat. I don't believe in Cat, bro. He's a good player, but in the playoffs, he does have a lot of series where he just disappears offensively. I think Jalen Brunson can carry the load for a good part of that. Like we've seen him by himself, and they do have a good team, like Joey said. Like I really like OG and Josh Hart. I think they do a lot of stuff other than scoring, which is needed to win championships. So I do think they have a good, well-rounded team, but I'm not trusting Cat.
Do you believe in your second best player? I was going to say, do you believe in your second best player, Joel Embiid?
Yes. I also believe in our third best player. Our third best player is better than theirs, probably.
Who was that at?
VJ.
Paul George.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know with Ian.
It could be VJ or Paul George. Hey, you can switch it up.
VJ Edgecombe. The man who has never seen a playoff series. You believe in him more than the third best guy on the Knicks.
Ian, VJ Edgecombe might be your second best player at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
He's not, bro. Joel Embiid is still a force when he plays, bro. He just had.
Is he gonna play?
He's not gonna play.
50
Y'all know that.
I don't think it's comparable to the force that he's putting on his knees right now, man. Like
that's fine. All we need him for is the playoffs, bro. I mean, the only reason he didn't play the last year and a half was because he had to get surgery.
Year and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
I'm saying.
Bro,
the force that he is in the playoffs is not comparative to the force that on his knees and dragging stuff around the court, man. Like,
all right, bro. I mean, if we're healthy and when we're healthy, we will be better than the Knicks. So
That's wild. Anywho,
And the Bulls and the Hawks, because the Hawks suck. They can't play defense. And their
anywho,
best
we'll
player
get
is
to that.
terrible.
Nah, you're just chatting at this point. But anywho,
Terrible.
nah. But as far as the Knicks are concerned, for the sake of time, gentlemen, like, no, I do not believe in the New York Knicks. It will take a lot for me to believe in the New York Knicks. I know Joey mentioned the addition of Mike Brown, and as a face, I mean, as a voice in that locker room, we know what Mike Brown brings to the table. It seems like he's got the team behind him, pause, right, in order to, do some good things as far as this regular season is concerned. Mike Brown has not done much differently than Tom Thibodeau has last year with this team. Like, we just see the introduction of some more role players that they have in the form of the Jordan Clarksons of the world. He mentioned the Tyler Koleks of the world. And if we're just talking about those two gentlemen, you could add Deuce McBride in there if you want to. Like, they're not going to take you there. There's some good, some good guard play, whatever the case may be. They're not actually going to take you there. Jalen Brunson's a very good player, right? We will, discuss some defense shortly, but if we want to talk defense, he's not going to take you there. Karl Anthony Towns can't be an anchor of your defense. It's really relying on Mitchell Robinson and what he's going to bring to the table. So if he's going to be healthy and whole, then this team will be scary, right? But as far as getting past that third round, especially, after they went to the third round last season, that's not going to happen. And it's the Knicks after all. That's my take.
So if you don't trust the Knicks, who's the alternative? The Pistons?
The Hawks, bro.
You don't like the Pistons. So
the Pistons, no, but Julian, wait just a second. Wait just a second. It's not that I don't like the Pistons, right? The Pistons have introduced a number of role guys. We've seen the acceleration in the growth of a Jalen Duren, making this team extremely formidable. It's just I don't believe in Cade Cunningham, right? Now, with that being said, Cade Cunningham's having a great year. No, he's having a great year. No, whoa. He's having a great year. What can I say? But again, as you say, we'll have to line him up, right? The playoffs time will come. He'll have that last year experience getting his butt beat, you know what I'm saying, under his belt, right? New team around him. We'll see what it is. Like, we'll see what it is. Like,
that's real.
You just have to lace them up and then play. That's all.
I'm just saying why I just don't get it. Because if it's not the Pistons or the Knicks, who are we injecting? Are we gonna say the Celtics? It's the Celtics?
I'd be very afraid of the Celtics, actually. Like,
I don't
be very
think so.
afraid of the Celtics.
JT's probably gonna play.
You're saying not without JT, but I know you don't watch basketball, Julian. So let me inform you. Jalen Brown.
I know.
No, excuse me. No. Listen to me. Listen to me, young man. Because I tried to. Where's Joey? Joey, look at me. Look me in my eyes. Right? Jalen Brown is an NBA Finals MVP. Y'all have to understand, this is an NBA champion that is commanding the third best team in the Eastern Conference, right? Julian, what's the Celtics starting five right now? I know you don't know. Vagabonds, misfits, right? We have guys on there that, their presence in the NBA is questionable. That's all I have to say about it. But he's still finding a way to get it done nightly with the scoring barrage that we see each and every night.
The Celtics are a well-oiled machine.
Now, if you do bring in a Tatum, no. We're not going to do that. We won't do that. That's what we won't do.
Why would we not do that?
They're led by greatness.
I'm only led by greatness. They're led by Hall of Famer. Wait. Because you pick and choose. This is my thing, right? You are a Missoula hater. Are we now going to give Missoula credit for leading the team? He's leading the team to where they have the third best record, fourth best record in the East right now without JT. No credit.
It's a team sport. If you want me to give Joe Missoula credit, sure. He's a part of the Celtics, right? We can give him credit for that.
He is a key part of the Celtics.
He's head coach. Like, sure. Like, we can give him credit where credit is due. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bash the man. Like, You know what I'm saying? I'm not a believer in Joe Mazzulla. He will sell you when it's all said and done, right? But we're talking about versus the Knicks.
Look,
The Knicks.
Imagine Jaylen Brown in a playoff series as a number one option. What is he gonna do when they trap him for the whole game?
You haven't watched him. So I don't know.
Listen,
you can't picture that.
This doesn't matter. This does
you
not
wouldn't
matter.
be able to picture that.
This doesn't
If Jason
matter.
Tatum comes back, then they'll be out of the Eastern Conference. That's all we have to say about that.
I can agree with that. I'm just saying, if they trap him every play, what is he going to do?
He's an NBA champion playmaker. What do you mean? What is he going to do?
Playmaker. Jesus Christ.
Yes, he's a playmaker. Watch the games.
He doesn't remember it.
Just watch the games. Just watch the games. I have to do this. I don't have to make this up. I don't have to make this up.
If I could paint a picture for you how it's going to go, it would look like when KD was on the Brooklyn Nets and he played the Celtics and they trapped him and he couldn't do anything with it. I think it would look something like that.
It would.
Julian, you have to have the personnel to do something. Yeah, you have to have the personnel to do anything like that first and foremost. Jaylen Brown is a Batman in the league, right? He's a 1B on his team. You see what I'm saying? Like we have to take that into account when we're talking about his name. Like that's one of the best shooting guards that we have to offer, both ends of the floor. Now, if Jason Tatum comes back, that's when we can start talking about real ones. Right now, it's the second round type of team, right? So if that doesn't make him a superstar or whatever you want to, fine, like cool. But that's bats, all right? That's bats. But as far as the Knicks are concerned, there are many teams that could leave them bamboozled, right? And Trae Young and the Hawks is one of them. Nah.
Hey, yeah, I got it. Hey, well.
Nah. I mean, we see that. Hey, Zoe. History repeats itself yet and yet again. Like, it repeats itself yet and yet again. Look at this foul, by the way. Like, do you see this? Like, I know Joey's a homer for real, but like, it's quite obviously a foul. Like, why is this man like flying through the air on the slide for the game-winning jumper?
Because he's flopping. What do you mean? Yeah. Josh Giddey got his hand behind his back. He's literally got his hand behind his back. Like,
he shoved him and then put his hand behind his back because he was not trying to get that call. Like the rest just didn't want to call the game, and I honestly respect it. We didn't deserve that one. Anywho, it won't be Philly in the third round. But anywho, it's not very often I get to talk about my Hawks on pod, you know what I'm saying? But this is one of those rare occasions mid-season that we do have to have a discussion. So the Hawks versus Chicago Bulls 2 days ago was the most points scored collectively by two opposing teams this year, right? So we see that's a lot of points. It was 150 to 152. Chicago came out with the win, right? After the missed game-winning floater by Trae Young. It's a lot of ways we can go with this, but as far as for my Atlanta boys, when you see a game like this, right after all of the offseason additions that were made, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kristaps Porzingis did not play, but we added him to the team, the Luke Kennards of the world. We see the progression of a Dyson Daniels being up for Defensive Player of the Year, and we still see 150 points being allowed. Can we win with this team is the question. Like, are we going to be able to put together a deeper playoff run with this team as constructed?
No, absolutely not. You have to have a good defense, I think, just in general to win a championship or even really just to contend. When you're letting up 150 points in a regular season game, in regulation, mind you, you have no shot, especially with like the scoring in the playoffs. It's not going to go the same. It's not going to go good if you're just giving up points, and you can't defend.
Morgan, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice because we once had a guy that was a very inept defender on our team by the name of Zach LaVine. Last year, the Bulls were on a run where they did a lot better without him, and Zach LaVine had a very tough task to play within this offense because I think everybody in the league that knew the league, that was following the league, knew he was going to be traded soon. And a huge talking point was going to be, is he going to play within the system that they were going? Or is it going to, is he going to take this ball for his own and just do his own thing for it? And lo and behold, Zach LaVine left. He looked pretty good the first few games that he came back, but at the end of the day, a spade is still a spade. And so that's my advice that I'm going to give you about Trae Young. So just give it time. I know you want to be excited about him, but at the end of the day, when you go through a series and the other team's main ball handler is going to be bringing the ball up, they're going to say, that guy, come over here. And the season's going to be over before you know it.
Look, man, as a Hawks fan, we just got to be realistic, Morgan.
Like, you're not a Hawks fan. No, you're not a Hawks fan. You just live in the state. You just live in the state.
I don't even
no. Say what you're gonna say. Just leave that part out of it.
Even live here.
Leave that part out of it.
Like, I don't even live here.
Leave that part out of it, then I'll listen to what you have to say.
No. As a Hawks fan, from day one, we have to be honest with ourselves. Okay, Trae is a dog, right? He's exceeded expectations because he's 5'11". A great offensive player. He's going to put up all-time stats by the time he's done, right? I've been telling you this for many years. I don't think that he will be able to be a championship one. That doesn't mean that he's not a star, all-star, a monster, whatever we want to call him, right? When we look at Trae, like Joey pointed out, the deficiencies that he has on the defensive end and his physical limitations limit his ceiling. When do you cut losses? Like as an organization, I don't know. Like, what are we doing, right? Like, what do you do?
Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Is that all? Like,
I'm just.
Is that all?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, gentlemen, I could sit here and be combative, right? Y'all know that Trae Young is my favorite player in the league at this point, right? So I do have my own biases. But I was driving on the road to Atlanta yesterday, and I decided to tune into a few podcasts. A few guys that talk sports, talk about, the Atlanta Hawks, what they saw out there, right? What can be improved, implemented. And although, the focal point is always going to be on the star player, especially with the physical deficiencies, I believe Julian described it, right? Being as his height, girth, pause, you know what I'm saying? There are other teams, right, that have guys with the limitations on the defensive end that are still able to find ways to succeed.
Who?
Okay. Luka Doncic. Okay. Luka Doncic, the first time he plays defense, the next time he plays defense will be the first time.
He's 6'9". So, also,
excuse me. You had your time, right? You could be 6'9". You could be Jokic at 7 foot. If you're not able to guard 1-on-1, then what are we even doing? We have to hide you. You have to develop a scheme so that you're able to survive on the basketball floor. Okay. Now, we talk about the Atlanta Hawks. We have started to get into the analytics of it. The defensive ratings with them versus Trae on the floor, off the floor, the different lineups, which has the worst defensive rating, right? With the different combinations that our head coach Quinn Snyder has put out there. Okay. So when Trae Young is on the floor, we all see it. It's a worse defensive team. It's a worse defensive five. Okay. When he's off the floor, however, is still an extremely bad defensive five. Okay. If you want to dig into it a little bit more, do you know who Asa Newell is, Julia? Do you? Okay. He started to play a little bit for us, right? He's been very poor on the defensive end. It's not me trying to point blame at him at all because we know he only plays a few minutes, right? When we put Luke Kennard into the game, right? As you can imagine, that defense is going to go down there. Okay.
He's been mid, bro. He's been mid.
He has not been good, no. But to my surprise, what I found is that when Jalen Johnson is in the game, our defensive rating goes down. Okay. Now, if we take it a few years ago, we had DeJounte Murray. We brought in DeJounte Murray as a point of attack defender, right? He got to the Hawks and he took this offensive leap, so much so that people were wondering, is this his team or is this Trey's team? Right? We went through all of these arguments, these debates on podcasts, right? We had every discussion known to man in the world. But when it came down to it, it seemed like when he excelled as an offensive player finally, started to shoot the ball more, right? Find his spots. He forgot that other end of the floor, right? So if we take our starting lineup of Trey Young, Dyson Daniels, who's proven he's an elite defender, Zachary Reese-Shea, who is not a good defender, Jalen Johnson, who is now not a good defender, right? And then Onyeka Okongwu, who we talk about physical deficiencies, is a 6'8" center, right?
Yeah.
We're never going to be a good defensive ball club. Regardless if Trey is there, not there, it's never going to be good, okay? And we have to be able to accept that. But we have to be able to find our spots, find our ways to limit this. So what I'm looking for with the Hawks organization at this point is how do we develop that defensive scheme to where we create so much havoc, right, that we're not put in these situations where there's a mismatch or we're in scramble mode in rotations, right, trying to close out the shooters. And I found there's two ways we could do that, okay? Julian, we need a center, right? We need somebody that's going to be able to anchor our defense. If we talk about small guards in the league that don't play defense, Jalen Brunson is one of them. So what did the Knicks do? What did the GMs on the Knicks side do? Big wing defenders, right? We have some of that. Reese-Shea is still filling out. I mean, he's a young man. You know what I mean? Dyson Daniels, he's elite. Jalen Johnson's just got to be better, flat out and simple. Like, if we can ask him to be that elite defender that we know he can be with his physical attributes, we'll be okay. But we can't have a Okongwu as our center, right? We've got to find somebody. We got to get our Mitchell Robinson in there, right, to clean up some of the defensive breakdowns that we have.
That's why we got Porzingis, though, I feel like, and it's just he doesn't play.
He doesn't play, right? We can't rely on Porzingis. He's been linked in many trade rumors at this point, right? But that's my take about it. I mean, we all know you cannot win basketball games without defense, right? But before I let y'all go, if we flip to the other side of the coin, you're putting up 150 points.
On the Bulls.
Who are not a good defensive team.
Trey Young played 25 minutes of the game, 35, 9. Jalen Johnson, 36, right? We have an elite offense. This has been a trend, okay? This is something that always happens. Now, we talk about Trey Young, and yes, I have my biases, but as far as an offensive hub, an offensive generator, he's top tier. There are not many that are better than him. We're getting into the Jokic's of the world, the Luka Doncic's of the world. Trey Young is one of those guys right underneath. He's one of those guys on the offensive end of the floor. That's why he has a job, right? So going to have to find a way to help the guy out. He's got to be better, right? I'm not going to sit here and abscond him from any blame on the defensive end. He's not a good defender, okay? But as far as the physical things are concerned, getting caught on mismatches, we just got to be better at helping the guy out. And that comes with personnel and that comes with scheme, in my personal opinion. But we'll see what it is tonight. That's all I got to say.
Ricochet needs to get better. Badly. To be a first pick, gotta be better. I know the draft was supposed to be mid, but even what's his face, they should have drafted what's his face at this point. Sorry. Even though he said no.
Yeah, I mean, I grow leery. Like I do think about that from time to time, Julian. Like I grow leery with guys that say they don't want to be a part of your franchise. Like that never, it typically doesn't end well. But he was a guy that we needed. You know, we talk about a guy that can defend around, right, and has the offensive capabilities, can run the floor with the guys, do a lot of different stuff. And let's say in fantasy land, we were still able to bring in a Nikhil Alexander Walker or somebody to put in at that 3 spot. Like, probably a better defensive team, at least. But
100%.
But it is what it is. Like we have what we have, and we're gonna have to find a way to maximize the potential there because offense, we've got that check mark. Like I don't think we need to do any more on the offensive end. We're gonna be a good offensive team. We have shooters, it's great, but can't guard anybody. Then it's gonna be a repeat of many other years we've had, and that's it. That's it. Joey, never disrespect me mentioning Zachary Levine again. Don't disrespect me with that. I'm not going to be combative.
That
I
is
know you were good-hearted. Never disrespect me with anything like that again, though. Please don't. Not here. All right, gentlemen. Any more takes about the Hawks and the Bulls before I watch this game for myself? Actually, yeah, it's that time anyway. So, yeah, any last takes here?
Y'all boys tap into the football.
Don't ever disrespect me.
I said on the defensive side of the ball. Come on now. Like, let's be for real now.
Yeah, what'd you say, Julian?
Huh? Oh, I was just saying y'all got to tap in, bro, to the football, to the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, if I'm coherent, I'll see what it is.
It's only one New Year's Eve. The only game on New Year's Eve is ours, and it says 6:30, 7:30. I don't remember, but the rest of them are New Year's Day, and it's 3 back to back to back.
We'll see what I'm on. But anywho, Tuesdays, last one of the year, gentlemen, I believe. If that adds up.
It's the
it
30th.
does, actually.
It's going to be
next week, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I'll be in Dallas. Live from Dallas? That's turn. That actually is turn? Yeah, that's turn. What?
And take 5, man. I'll see y'all next week.
Sure.